In this video here, I want to show you the most crucial coaching adjustments you have to make sure you set every game. This can be the difference between winning or losing games, especially on the defensive side of the ball, which is what we're going to focus on. Now, to pull up your coaching adjustments, you want to press your right stick in this button. You want to actually click it in like it's a button. That's going to bring up your coaching adjustments. Auto flip, leave this on because it's just going to be the best for your defense to align the right way. Cornerback matchup, this is kind of an important one right now because these other options are kind of bugged. You want to make sure this stays on balanced. If not, it can cause your assignments to flip and you don't want that. Also, periodically check this because I have heard that sometimes it kind of changes on its own to speed. I haven't seen that happen personally, but I've seen a couple people say that they feel like that happened to them. So just make sure you're checking it periodically and making sure that's on balanced. But here's what I want to talk about, these keys right here. That's kind of what I really wanted to focus on in this video. Option read key. You want this on conservative. I'm going to show you why. If you keep it on balanced or something else, I want you to just kind of watch what happens versus a read option, which a lot of people like to run. They run the read option, they keep it with the QB, and then they're just out here picking up easy yards. Now, right there, luckily, only 5 yards, not the end of the world, but sometimes this can turn into just massive plays like right here. You can see, I mean, sometimes this turns into touchdowns. So that is why that is such an important coaching adjustment. So now we're going to put this on conservative, which is going to tell the defense to play the quarterback. A lot of people like to just run these read options. They like to, you know, just kind of sneak them in there at you, but you see now you lose yards. So that's a major difference. We're talking about potentially giving up a touchdown or giving up, 20 plus yard gains versus actually losing yards. So you want to make sure that's always on conservative so people can't sneak that in against you. Now, the next one is the option pitch key. You want this actually set to aggressive because for this, you want to defend the running back because most of the time in a speed option, people want to pitch it to the running back. Now, even still in this game, sometimes the defense can dumb out on options because it's just kind of how the defense is, but this is going to give you the best chance to stop the pitch. You can see how the defender, the AI, is all over the pitch man there, whereas otherwise we'd be able to pitch that out and get easy yards. I mean, if you've played this game, you say right there we were able to kind of fake them out. If you hold it to the last second, you can still kind of dumb out the defense, but really what you want to do is put yourself in the best position to succeed because a lot of people pitch it quickly, and you could see you could click on make a play, so you want that always set to aggressive. Really quickly, I did want to mention that I do have a membership where I post all of my ebooks and my highest level offensive and defensive strategies. Just dropped an ebook, just dropped some defensive stuff as well. Link is in the pinned comment below, and you can get a 7-day free trial to check it out at no cost to you. Now, the next two things that you want to make sure to do is you want to make sure your RPO read key is on conservative and your RPO pass key is on conservative. Basically, this is just going to help you against RPOs. It's not going to completely shut them down, but the most popular RPOs in the game are RPO read plays where you can kind of throw quick flats, or you can run a read option where you would keep it with your QB and take off. So basically, if they keep it with the QB on this, they're going to lose yards just like they did for the regular read key that we set, but this is just for RPO versions of that. And then for the quick passes they try to throw, this conservative setting will help them better defend it. It's not going to always stop it because some of them are just a little glitchy in this game, but you still want to give yourself the best chance to stop it by setting this to conservative. As far as these other adjustments, you don't really have to mess with these too much. These are very situational, like your zone drop flats. You could set your flats to go, 0 yards all the way back to 30. So where you would want to use this sometimes is maybe if you're running a Tampa 2 defense, and let's say it's a 4th and 20. You've got them in a crazy situation, and maybe they're behind and they need to try to get this first down to stay in the game. If you want to run a Tampa 2, which is a good coverage shell this year, you can put your zone drops, for example, at 20 or 25 yards because they got to go deep. So let's just set it to 20, and then we're going to call a Tampa 2. And you can see here when we look at the play art, look how our cloud flats are stemmed way further back. That means they're dropping 20 yards back because that's where we set them. So normally, if you look at this route here on the outside of the B receiver, he would typically have a window between that cornerback and that safety versus a standard Tampa 2. That's kind of where the weakness is if you time it up. But because we have that cloud flat dropping back, I mean, there is no window there. He's pretty much double covered now because he never gets to any open space. So that's like a good example of when you would maybe want to drop your zone drop flats back. But also keep in mind when it's not a situation where there's a lot of yards to go, make sure to put it back on default because you don't want them dropping that far back every single play. It's kind of just situational. And you can kind of do the same thing for curl flats if you're more of a cover 3 style defensive person. And again, it's a 4th and long, let's say, you can drop your curl flats back to 20 or 25 yards. So now you can see, look at my curl flats, they're stemmed far back. So if they're trying to hit like a deep corner or something in a situation where they need to pick up a lot of yards, you can see that my defender is back there. He makes a hit. We'd like to see him play it better than that, but the key is that he's in the position to make a play on the ball, or you could click on him, go for interceptions. Hey, really quickly, if you're getting value out of this video, make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be posting daily tips like this all year long to help you win more college football games. And the last thing you want to look at is these different safety adjustments. Now, I don't mess with these too much, honestly. Safety depth can be good if you're going against a heavy runner. You can put this on close or even tight if you want to be more aggressive versus the run. Tight can really help you versus runs. Close is a little bit more balanced, but you might want to use these if you're just going up against someone that's running, or you know it's a short yardage situation. You want to bring the safeties in closer, but otherwise, you're going to want to make sure it's on default the rest of the time. I don't really mess with the width or the midpoint too much. You can shift the midpoint to strong if you're, again, going against a guy that's just running every play and you're having trouble. Put this on strong and then put this on close or tight. That might help you defend the run a little bit better. It just gets your safeties in better position, but otherwise, for the most part, we're just going to leave these on default because it's just the best option in my opinion, because otherwise sometimes they're just in too tight or too wide, and that just gets them out of good position to defend pass plays.